Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Company Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on the top side as the yellow US player, we got MotoBomb. Spawn as the blue USF or UKF, we got JungleJake80. Spawn as the magenta Okada player, we got Aleksia7. And spawn as the red OKW player, we got Dr. Ketamine. Isn't Ketamine the horse tranquilizer? Either way, looks like he has selected the breakthrough doctrine, so he may see some early Panzer Fusiliers. Magenta could eye for Scavenge Doctrine, Overwatch Doctrine, or Special Operations Doctrine. Yellow could be eyeing for the Recon Support, Heavy Cav, or the Infantry. And the British player can eye for Commando Regiment, the Royal Engineers, or the Mobile Assault. You now have a Panzer Fusilier deployed in the field. Lays down some barbed wire there. Rifle or intersection here. After the fuel sector. And Kuvalkan does find the intersection there in the building state, so it does get a bit of free damage there. Up north, we have the reaction squad behind light cover. Right squad also behind light cover. Focus on the Sturm Pioneers. Does fall back to region, pushing forward the Vickers. Folks are the Kuvalkan charges way forward, crush the light cover. Russian squad, I think, are getting flanking shots there, so getting some decent damage there. Our squad finds some more light cover there. Panzer Fusiliers pushing forward into open ground. Russian squad advancing, and the right squad is getting hit quite hard. This player has another right squad advancing, and this squad is idle. He hasn't realized it. He hasn't fully queued it forward. Oops. Right squad behind light cover there. Intersections pretty forward. Shoe Pioneer trying to lay down Shoe Mine will be interrupted. Took a bit of damage there. Right squad now being tasted over. And Panzer Fusilier may go down, does not go down. Volkswagen over here. Sturm Pioneer falling on back. Volkswagen find some heavy cover here. Try to get some free damage there. Does. Not a single bullet in return. Does take out one guy there. Vickers advancing. Good position to hit this guy. Does get mini suppressed there. Need to focus on this Sturm Pioneer. Vickers could be just a move forward, though right now the Sturm Pioneer is advancing to the range of the Vickers. Throws Incendiary Grenade there. Vickers does pack on up. Got these squads trying to win out that area. Does throw another Incendiary Grenade there. One section does fall back. Volkswagen there needs to fall back as well. Vickers does not hit this guy there. And got the assault officer, artillery officer now deployed in the field. Heavy cover, firing away. Does use heroic charge in the sky here. Doesn't cost anything, so might as well. It just allows him to shoot more accurately, so that's pretty nice. And evade better. If that squad is severely wounded, does have medics back home. That squad should fall back early to get some health regen, so just preserve his manpower, I would say. Kuvalkan charge way forward, going to get bracketed and engaged by those right squad there, though they're having trouble with rotation speed. They're not Call of Duty players, they can't 360 no scope all that well. But then again, I don't think Call of Duty knows what itself is anymore. Our squad does take a bit of damage there. Do have a SWS half track on the build queue. 50 cal now being deployed in the field. Our squad staying along with the lieutenant. Needs some reinforcements. Does not have amulets back at home. Falls back now. Recon support doctrine now deployed in the field. Can bring in some IR pathfinders and eventually some paratroopers of a Pack 38. Not Pack 38. Pack howitzer. Pack 38 is Company Heroes 1. And also not US. Do have the lag firing away. Up north, Kubowagen firing away. Lieutenant behind some good heavy cover. Vidical sitting on up.
We're losing a capture point.
So officer making his advance. Those all gammon bomb. And now we got the assault officer falling him back. Lieutenant takes some damage here. Rice squads push the way forward. Vidical set on up. Getting some hits there. Jaeger light infantry deployed up here with the G43 upgrade. He has gone for the scavenge doctrine, which gives you the better Jaeger light infantry since they have access to infiltration grenade. I prefer a scavenge doctrine over Overwatch. Anti-craft grenade connects onto the Kubowagen. Our squad does fall back there. This our squad is taking some damage, needs to fall back, so still no ambulance. Oh, thank you for your YouTube subscription, whoever you may be. I have no logs to look up at.
A capture point is being overrun.
Intersections firing away and see grenade onto the intersections. Vickers may go a little too far forward. Can't garrison the abandoned mortar emplacement. The Company Rose 1 mortar bunker, whatever it's called. Vickers set up right there. Up north, we got the Panzer Fusiliers.
Mechanized flak is ready for action.
Vickers here getting smoked on out. We do now the intersections heroically charging his way forward. He does have the 5-man squad upgrade as well. Flak half track now pulling a few. Up north we do have the rear squad behind some light cover. Oh, howdy. Flak half track, force back the rear squad, rifle squad and 50 cal advancing. 50 cal sits on up, out of range of each other of course. The kind of weapon now deployed and fueled by red. Was it? The kind of weapon in like here, and a bunch of rifle squads to find the kind of weapon. Officer back down there. We've got the Kubowagen firing away along flanks, trying to set the flak capture up, engage this group of rifle squad. Does avoid it. 50 cal sitting on up, spotted by the Kubowagen. He loads up armor-piercing rounds, so it'll take a moment to reload those rounds. Firing away. Smokes himself, very nice. Anti-craft grenade could connect. M8, not A1 Greyhound, cannot be deployed in the field. Kubowagen does go down there. Oh, got the infiltration grenades from Magenta. Intersection, heroic charge once again onto him. This officer squad may be really a bit of a task master, isn't he? Vickers does not suppress the Jaeger infantry. They could sprint forward and then use infiltration grenades. They're using infiltration grenades without sprinting. Not really needed, honestly. As long as you get into range. Does explode a little bit. Another Jaeger light infantry. Cannot speak. Intersection does fall back. Pyrotechnic squad here. Bunch of rifle squads. Lieutenant with a bazooka. And a Panzer squad. Here is the Black half track. Could load some armor piercing rounds. Has your armor there. Bazooka could help out. Greyhound deployed in the field. Gotta worry about intake rifle grenades there. It does take a hit there from the cannon warfare, so the Greyhound's not gonna do much. If I remember correctly as well, the Greyhound's guns only does like 80 damage, is not that great. Pyrotechnic flare there is effectively a very powerful long duration incendiary grenade, since how tight the scatter is. Direct hit there on the flare. Exact same spot, that's why I call it an incendiary grenade. It's just damage over time dots are very long and very big and explosive. 50 cal does get the crew, try to recruit, taking good amount of damage. We do have another Shroom officer here. Does recruit the 50 cal once again. He does use that squad there. Our squads fall back. Good chance he gets wiped on out. Still no ambulance here, which is a bit of a problem for him, why he's having trouble keeping himself alive, because he just needs medics. Does recruit again. Greyhound has enough repairs to take an take the rifle grenade, but does take the Kenworth shot. And it looks like the 50 cal will be grabbed by one of the squads. Use the Panzer Fusiliers on it. Major does fall back. We do have the Royal Engineers being tasked forward by the heroic charge of the assault officer. He says, "Be a hero and charge forward." And who will follow that order? Yeah. Shroom Pioneers take some damage there. Could use some medical supplies on this guy here. Though it looks like the officer is taking quite a bit of damage. Those again, he threw the gun in the spot where he would retreat into, so he simply did not fall for that. Both those squads fall back. One of them really didn't need medics. The other one was not doing all that great as well. Our squad, Major and Lieutenant advance along the center. We got the Shroom officer here. Black half track firing away. Red doesn't have an SWS half track on the field. Has enough fuel for those sheer pants quarters entirely, including pants authorization. Oh, that's a Centaur. Black half track smokes himself, which may smoke out the Kenworth. The Kenworth also falls back. Kenworth connects on the Centaur. Centaur's down 50% health. Cluster munitions can now be brought in for the US player. Vickers falls back, probably pushed too far forward. Well, a good idea to just keep it more in defensive position to keep the VP secured. The sandbags there, the sandbags there. If you just want to keep the fuel point secured, those sandbags, as well as this pile of rubble there.
Engine ticking over.
Fire technical squad, he does stop booting the sandbags and we realize he's getting hit by the leg. And the Kenworth does fall back. Another heroic charge on that intersection. The Gallantry and the Volksgrenadiers behind that cover there. These forces forward, captured 50 cal, hitting the Major. The Major maybe trying to bring some artillery on top of it, but looks like all missed. An unvetted Major brings in, what, 4 rounds? 5 rounds? In section behind, some good heavy cover there. Do now have the Volksgrenadiers push forward up that, or not, they weren't up that, were they? You can't get up there, can you? Does take a hit there. I just realized something as well. Units who can infiltrate up there, like stormtroopers and commandos. But again, I think stormtroopers can't be tasked in bunkers, but commandos can. If you task them up there, they can't escape, can they? Actually, that could be traversable terrain. I actually don't know. Centaur trying to hit that to the leg, take it out, but this took a lot of damage from multiple sources. British landmine there. If the Gallantry were to detonate that at the wrong time, could have blew up the Centaur.
Combat unit ready.
I have no idea if this ladder is actually traversable. Most times, this stuff is not traversable. It could be. Good hits there. Each section does fall back. Oh, Greyhound goes down there to the Kenworthers with a flat half track. One of 3 options.
Let's go! Crew, get ready. Sensor, ready to go.
Centaur season repairs. We do have Austin here.
For extra firepower.
Weapon racks for the British player. Major artillery there. You need Veteran 2 to get the improved major artillery. He does largely avoid it. Hence Fusiliers and the push him way forward. Shumpani behind some light cover. As Fusiliers Veteran 3, I heard a landmine detonation. The Austrian finds that British landmine. Infiltration grenades there on the officer. He does avoid it. 6-pounder advancing. Gets good pen there. One more pen. The Austrian's done for. The Centaur could actually take it out. It's wounded enough for that. German also advanced way forward there. Got cluster munitions being summoned around here, looks like. German takes a bit of damage there. Cannibal for firing away, and 180 gun gets a hit there on the SW's half track. Looks like the Austrian does go down. SW's half track goes down. Oh, something else went down. Or maybe that was just the SW's half track screaming. Volks Grenadiers use a scan action, ripping apart the Volks. Does manage to wipe him out entirely. Volks Grenadiers here could be crushed if he were to swing the rear of the tank over this way. Doesn't need a reverse move on back out of there. Captured the Kenworth for now by the US player. Sherman tank firing away from the angle. Black half track here. Only armor piercing rounds loaded on up. You can probably save enough to load a high explosive right now. The Kenworth taking some fire. Major here. Sherman tank reversing on in. Good hit there onto the intersections. Just probably need to fall back, get some medics. Though catching the VP would be a good idea. Get a triple catch in his favor. Intersection and officer push way forward. Falls back with one. Once the other squads advance to tag them out, fall back with that one. Rifle squad. Oh, he's throwing a frag grenade there, but Rifle squad does get forced back. Major now versus 2, so now has the improved barrage as well as bringing in some fake rapid barrage. I rarely ever see the Major deploy the fake rapid barrage, honestly. Another Sherman pick on the build queue. Red's going for a Panzer IV.
That's it, fellas. Knock their fucking block off. Germans have 200 points left.
See the British player going for hammer. And like going for some combat tanks. Even though I prefer the anvil myself because I like Churchills. Nice stun grenade there, but the Sherman Pioneer can't do much of a pain check in that situation. The Eagle Line tree is firing away, getting some good damage on that intersection, but they are behind heavy cover there. He could have pushed forward for the infiltration grenades. Infiltration grenades have been thrown. Charged forward to avoid most of the damage. Centaur repaired, push way forward. Magenta Paul should eye for a Panzer IV himself. If he sees a combat tank, to go for Yag Panzer Z, but right now he's lacking manpower, needs some reinforcements all added. Centaur does fall back. High explosive rounds load on these Sherman tanks. The Kenworthers push the way forward. If I haven't mentioned beforehand, he has gone for mobile assault. And of course we know about scavenge. Black half track here, right squads push forward. Sherman tank gets a good hit there, and does receive a pen from the Kenworth ×2. Down south, Centaur pushing his way forward. Allies now have 445 tickets. The Axis players have 126 and has triple capture against them. Just one going for a pair of 50 cals. I think major artillery's been summoned there.
Krauts are taking one of our points.
Our squad engaging the stream officer.
Enemy forces have 100 points remaining. Heavy machine gun team ready for orders.
50 cal there. We do now have a Scot on build queue and another 50 cal. Let's see. How many Sherman tanks does he have? 2 Shermans. I'll probably go for a 3rd Sherman. I say mass Shermans is very useful and very good. I have a bias for just mass Shermans. The Kenworth does get a good hit there. Though I suppose Scots would be quite nice help deal with all the Kenworth he's been coming up against. He does have access to some cluster bombs though, if he needs to. Centaur here. But I also do have more bias towards pack powers as well. Let's get a pen there on the Panzer IV. Comtake takes some hits there. This bigger time bringing some custom missions for his teammate. Fortunately, does not get a Panzer Faust off. Vickers may hit that squad now. Infiltration grenades being thrown. A very poor infiltration grenade to say the least. Does drop a Bren there. And the officer himself picked up the Bren. Comtake does knock down that garrison. Infiltration grenades again, but that time also a really bad shot. Comtake does take a pen there. Over here, oops. Got what appears to be a abandoned Sherman tank there. Panzer IV does take a pen there.
A medium tank was just lost.
Panzer IV does go down to the capture of the Kenworth. Sherman tank takes some hits. Looks like just trying back on off. Does get a pen there onto the flak half track. Comet tank here and a lot of smoke. Oh, got a grenade thrown there. A gamma bomb, actually. More major artillery. A bit of friendly fire there.
They just fell to 50 points. Weapon rack is now accessible.
Good damage there. Force retreat on the 50 cal. Cal is firing away on this formation as well. Over here, we've got the Panzer IV forward, Jaeger tree advancing. Vickers sitting on up. 6-pounder connects on the Panzer IV. 2 more pens and it's done for. Comtake does not have prioritized fire turned on. Does take a pen there.
The enemy have 25 points left.
Comtake takes quite a bit of beating there. Panzer Faust connects, almost goes down, but looks like it will not. Over here, these forces are advancing. Scott gets a good hit there. Sherman takes some pens. Scott's going for high explosive barrage now on these Kenworth first. Lieutenant Ed advancing. Scott gets a good hit there. Riot Squad advancing. Does not have frag grenades. Next Scott shot. One last one. Gets a good hit there. Also Emergency 4. Vehicles Emergency 5. Scan action here. Hitting the Panzer Fusiliers. Axis players have 22 tickets. Allies have 141. It looks like they went down 4 tickets last time I checked on them. Now 6. More smoke raining on in there. Now this point being captured by the intersections, this point being captured by the Royal Engineers. If capturing those points could spell defeat for the Axis players. Good hit there on the Sturm Pioneers, forcing him back. Northern VP's being captured up. Got a double capture in favor of the Allies. That's probably going to be game over. British player could just leave these guys on this point, and they will probably just get victory from that. They're rapidly counting down. I don't think there's a way for them to stop this.
Land's mattress crew trained and ready to go. The enemy's down to their last 10 points. Tally ho!
Does take some hits there. And that is going to be game. That's Great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.